just hanging out in this park by the crossing for the Jiangxi. I think I'm gonna be able to take the bridge for this one. I've seen a couple of scooters go, so I think they're gonna let me go on my bike. We'll see. But I'm upping on some coffee, so I have some real energy to do it, because it's like these big bridges that are meant for seafaring ships to go under them. Like, it's basically a big artificial mountain in terms of what a bike has to deal with. So, getting ready for that. So it looks like there's not going to be a bike lane, so I'm going to put on my helmet. And it's going to be a long way, so I think I'm going to switch this to a time lapse. So I don't know if you caught that, but as we were getting onto the bridge, there was a sign that said no bicycles. And then halfway through the bridge, there was a sign that said bicycles this way. We've got a little treetop bike park here by the Yangtze River. Never seen anything like this in my life.
The hotels here in Jiangxi also seem to come with these incense platters. I saw one at the restaurant I was eating at last night as well. So maybe that's a popular thing around here.
So today's a bit up in the air in terms of what we're going to be doing. I considered going to Lushan today, which is the green mountain here up above Jiangxi, which looks like it would be pretty, but it's pretty cloudy today, and the clouds hang really low over this city. Like, it's mostly fog. So I don't think we're gonna see anything up there, and I don't really care to reschedule or schedule another day here. So I'm just gonna move on. But I don't have much else planned to do beyond this point besides Wuhan, which is, I don't know, like 3-4 days ride away. So I'm just gonna try to hug the mountains here a little bit, so hopefully we get some nice views along the way. Getting a good ride through the mountains today. Looking forward to it. Cool dam and reservoir that I came across. bike. We're here at the top. This always ends up happening. I just get out of breath, but gotta keep going. That's the crest to Nanyang. The people of Nanyang welcome you. These old tenements in the countryside always kind of freak me out. I gotta imagine that's a remnant of a previous age. A massive quarry over here that I'm pushing the bike through. Sorry, I just pushed my bike up a whole hill. Well, that was interesting. Nobody really even looked twice at me. There was a guy at the entrance who lifted the gate for me, and he didn't ask any questions. He was just like, go on through. So it was interesting. I passed a bunch of workers and they were all like pretty used to traffic, I think. So I guess a lot of people route through here. I'm glad they shut off the hose for me. I was wondering if it had just rained here since there was so much water all over the road, but nope. They're spraying down all the dust. Something they like to do a lot in this country to control dust is just spray water. Shit parts. It's a fabrication factory. Oh, and there's the bridge across the Jiangxi over there. Wow, the mountains really go right up to the river here. I chose a really wacky route for today, but It's definitely been an interesting one. So something that I'm not really talking about here is I am starving. I've neglected to stop for food in either of the towns that I passed through earlier in the day. I just assumed that there would be more and more opportunities to get food throughout the day, and that was wrong. So by the time I got onto the highway here, I'm like checking for gas stations and stuff like that. The one that I stopped at didn't have food, so I was just getting more and more desperate, and I was just absolutely elated to find this restaurant on the side of the road here. I stopped immediately. It's basically in a little shipping container, but it was honestly delicious.
要吃什么？
要吃一盘大肉饭。
啊？
大肉饭。
大肉饭呢？
对，谢谢。
中国比你们美国好还是不好？
我觉得中国菜比较好，
有的地方好，有的地方还是不跟你美国。因为你们美国毕竟是发展中国家嘛，发达国家。发达国家嘛，中国它毕竟还是个发展中国家嘛。
发达我不听不懂，我要翻译一点。中国现代的发达提高了，好。
它还是不如美国。
比如美国是什么地方？美国的城市很发达的，但是中国城市也是很发达的。
对，一样的，
是一样的，对。
乡下这个什么，
差不多。
差不多，对。